All right, what's up, y'all, and welcome to the 34th edition of Teaching Tuesday. Today we are going to do an etude of sorts. This is going to be an etude on the great standard, There'll Never Be Another You. We did a blues etude many weeks ago, so this is kind of in that same format. It's just kind of like a perfectly crafted solo, if I may say so myself. It's a solo that I wrote, and it kind of has a lot of great material in there. So a lot of good vocabulary, good phrasing. And yeah, side note, There'll Never Be Another You is a really good tune to learn, especially a good first tune to learn, or like one of your first tunes to learn. It's one of the first tunes I learned, especially because it has kind of all the harmonic devices that happen in a jazz standard, or like it has many of those harmonic movements that happen in tons of jazz standards. So it's a good kind of vehicle to learn how to navigate through jazz harmony. So that being said, this is the first half of There'll Never Be Another You. Without any further ado. So there we go. That is the first half of There'll Never Be Another You. So let's dissect what's going on there. So we start with a little seventh action, a little dissonance, kind of a little Schofield-y, Mike Stern sort of thing going on there. And then the line from there is, we have the root on the bottom and the seventh on the top. And so we go. That's kind of a very common little jazz vocab right there. And then we get to this D half diminished, but we don't have the D on the bottom. So we just kind of put these couple notes underneath it, and we go. So that comes from there, so that's a G7 sharp 11. So, but we just played the third and the sharp 11, and then sharp 11 to the fifth, and then a little approach to the third of C minor 7. So if you have watched a lot of my videos or any of my videos, you know that I like to talk about landing on thirds and fifths, which is a very kind of bebop-esque sort of way of navigating through changes. So we're going to land on the third of C minor here, and then we go all the way down to the fifth, like an octave lower, and we do a little outline on C minor. So we go fifth, and then up the scale from the root, second, third. That's kind of a cool line that I like. And then we land on the third of B flat minor 7, and we do what I talked about in a couple videos, which is a full tritone sub. So we have basically we're outlining B a tritone sub in the key of A flat. So that's B flat minor 7 to E flat 7, and E minor 7 to A 7. So we go, and that's the seventh moving to the third of the E flat, and then we do almost the same thing a tritone away, but we kind of pivot to that other note a little earlier so that we can get to the third again of A flat major. And then instead of playing the cliche, we do a little variation on that. So we vary the rhythm and we vary the articulation. So I go a little slower. Or it's like, it starts on the and of 1. And then we go, so that's kind of a little sweepy guitar thing. We go, and I know what you're thinking. I played the C on the A flat minor or D flat 7, whatever you say, which is, not a good note, but I pivoted right away to the B natural. So So you're not landing on that C. You're not like hanging out there. So it kind of works. That's kind of a very standard E flat major kind of lick there. And then I do a little comping for myself. Get me to that F7 there. That's a very cliche, very common F7 lick. We're kind of doing the sharp 11 kind of thing. And then we do, a little, yada, 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 and we get to the, so we have a F minor 7 arpeggio starting from the 7th. And then we got kind of your, F minor 9 arpeggio starting from the 9th, or however you want to think of it. And then we did the E9 arpeggio downwards. And that's kind of straight from like grooving high, very bebop. And then we land on the G, which is the 3rd of E flat major, back to our tonic, our center. I know I'm going through this kind of quickly, but that is partially because this is kind of just a precursor to you doing your own analyzation of the PDF, which is available on the Patreon. And the links are available, below wherever you're looking, wherever you're watching this: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, etc., etc., etc. So all of the Teaching Tuesdays have accompanying PDFs, which are all available on the Patreon. So if you're not aware of that, definitely check that out. Tell a friend, like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. The more love and hate, whatever you have, just bring it on. No publicity is bad publicity. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this etude. And yeah, I will see you all next Tuesday.